Hey everyone, welcome to Off Grid Rooster. I'm Rooster and I'm at it again. Uh, Let me tell you, last night it was rough because my heaters went on the blink. My big buddy and my little buddy, uh, it must have clogged up, and then I ran out of propane. And the solar that I have in the trailer is not enough to power a heater. So I slept with clothes on, a jacket, 3, 4 quilts, and Isa with me. Uh, it was a little rough, but hey, I've been used to this. This is like going on the 4th year. And I got over it. I spent most of the morning today fixing the heaters. It's now the afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun's starting to go down. It goes down about 6, 7 o'clock. And I'm starting to revamp the chicken house where the dogs were. Everything that I already did to that dog pen, is almost completed. The only thing I'm going to do is put like a wind breaker on the outside until I get it done in Adobe. And the gate needs the hinges. Once I get that, that's light stuff. That's nothing. That'll take me like about 20 minutes. So this is the outside of the chicken house. Please like, subscribe, share these videos, check out my links. And I'm going to have this video is going to be a little longer than normal. So just bear with me. I'm trying to do it in one take. So here is the outside of the chicken coop. This is where the dogs were. I already started eliminating boards from the outside, and this is what you can see. I moved everything, some of the stuff. It's not everything. Wait till you see inside. It looks horrendous. They tore it up. I'm taking the boards out, and this is what it looks like right now. This is the ground. Okay, and I'm going to tell you about plans that I feel I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to carry it through. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. I'll try to answer back to everyone. But these slats, this is part of the goat pen. I'm going to cover this up just with boards up to this part. On the other side where the goats are, I'm going to fill it up with Adobe. The whole place is going to be Adobe. So this is going to take a long time because when I start the Adobe, I'm doing all the buildings together with Adobe. I start with one, finish that one, go to the next one, finish that one, and so on and so forth. I'm going to remove this doghouse. This is the ground. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it. I don't want to leave it dirt because the birds scratch and do everything. I'm going to insulate the outside walls. I'm going to add another wall on the inside so the birds can have this place. The reason why I made it this tall is because I'm tall. I want to walk in. I don't want to be crouching down. It's almost 7 feet in height. I'm 6'3". So I'm going to remove this today, and I might have enough time, enough day. This is a second door that I have here. I'm going to keep that second door. And then I'm keeping this door. I'm going to put a door there. On the outside, what's going to happen is I'm going to level this ground up. I'm going to change the chain link fence to the same type of fence because I have 2 rows of it. I have a roll right there, and then I have another roll right there. It'll go around, but I am extending the back of it further out to give them more room so they can roam around. I'm going to create a brooding place for the chickens to be in, the ones that are having babies. And I'm trying to see if I make it for maybe 75 chickens. I now have 50, but I think bigger just in case, because I'm going to rotate these chickens. I'm going to breed meat chickens like broilers and the Cornish hens, and I'm going to keep them separate so I could freeze them after I slaughter them and put them in the freezer. Now, my egg layers, the dual purpose birds, I could use them as meat or eggs, but they eat a lot more. So the meat birds eat a lot less. That's why I'm mixing them in so I can have them. I don't want any, I want to be able to be self-sufficient with meat and food. This part right here, the pallets, is going to be extended with the fence. This side is going to stay the same, but what I am going to do is put the new fence around it. I am going to put the steel poles because I have quite a bit of those steel poles that I use for the dog pen. This right here, this is what the dogs did. They tore this up, holes all over the place. So I'm going to level this off, get some dirt, raise it up a little higher, make sure nothing gets in. And once I put that fence in, I'm going to put chicken wire on the bottom, and I'm going to put another water catchment and attach it to this part right here, all the way across. So not only is my water catchment going to be on top of the goat pen, but it's going to be on top here, and it's going to be going into my containers. The more catchment, the more water I get. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking a step at a time. Prices here, and I'm using a lot of recycled stuff. I like to repurpose things because it's wasteful. Yeah, most of this stuff was thrown away. So I decided to do it, and then I'll make it pretty later on. I'll either paint it up or just do something to make it pleasing to the eye. What else am I going to do? That's basically it. I'm going to get the dirt and level all this up. This is not going to have the stall mats. Stall mats are expensive. They're about $55 a 6 foot by 4 foot piece. What I am going to do is, if I put concrete on the bottom of this run right here, excuse me, if I put concrete on the bottom, it doesn't have to be thick. It's not holding the car. It's just holding my weight and the chickens. And then I'll put boxes on one of these sides. I'll put them in the back, and then I'll put a roosting place to come out, because this is, I think, a little too narrow for them. But at the same time, if I put concrete and then I put the stall mats, they're not going to do what they normally do, and it's scratch. And another way to keep them warm is to leave the dirt floor on, and then every time I put the bedding for them, I leave it there, add more bedding on top. It creates like a heat barrier and a cold barrier. So I want them to stay warm in the wintertime and cool in the summertime. I am going to have ventilation all the way around. for the summertime and even the wintertime. But I don't want them to escape. So I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I'm moving all this wood now, and I'm going to set up the camera so you can see some of my work in progress. And I hope you can see it because it's darker in here and it's getting ready to go down. The sun's going down. So I'm going to take these pallets, these things that I did for the dogs, and I'm going to start moving them out and then throw them over the fence. So here we go. I'm also going to build feeders, new feeders, larger feeders to make it easier for me. And outside this pen, I'm going to put a feed, a place that I could have all the feed in a separate structure for my goats, my dogs, and the chickens. That way I don't have to keep walking back and forth with a bucket trying to get feed. It makes my life a lot easier, and it makes them happier because I could take care of them. So you'll see me walking by the camera and I'm just grabbing stuff and getting it out a piece at a time. I've got to work it slowly. But it's coming along. There's holes here that the dogs dug up. That's why I put these pieces of wood on. And it's all about cleaning right now. Clean, and get everything situated. I put a lot of boards to cover up for mice and rats, and I've got to think about the same thing, but the birds will eat them. So that's gone. This is all dirt. There's a hole there. There must have been something that dug it. I think it's the dogs. Now this is the doghouse. I'll take it apart and try to fit it through this door. This is what I do to make my life simpler. Yes, it's hard to do it, but I wanted my animals to be comfortable, protected from the elements, and I'm getting it a day at a time. I don't have control over this. I don't have control over the weather. It's on God's time, so I got to work on His schedule, and I can't get this piece out, so I'm going to force it out. I want to save this doghouse just in case I need it. I save everything in case somebody else needs it. We'll see. Yeah, I look like I'm wrestling with it, and I am. So just bear with me, and I'll get her done. There's rocks stuck in the areas that I have to open up. Give me 1 second. Let me get either a screwdriver or a hammer, and I'll lift that clip out. I've got this. What I do is I just lift this up so I can get it out from here. Look, I'm not a real farmer. I'm learning as I go. I watch videos of people that are doing their thing, and I get some ideas. And I used to have a farm, But I had them in the barn. Okay. This side is out. You see I'm lifting it up. This side is out. I just have to, with all this dirt that it accumulates in between, it makes it difficult to operate here. Okay, that's one. Then I'll go to this side. That's two. Finally. I just don't want to close it back up and then I have to start all over again. That's happened to me plenty of times. My age, I'm stubborn and I want to do things the right way, but you know, it'll come through. There goes two, and then the last one. I just don't want to break this plastic because with the heat it becomes brittle after a while, and the cold it tears up plastic. I would prefer to use metal, but metal costs quite a bit. Okay, there it goes. All right, half of it is gone. Put my hammer down, take this out, put it out here, try to fit this through the door, because that little lip doesn't let it go in through here. So now what I'll do is lift it up. I know most of you are laughing, but I'll do anything for my animals. All right, that's out. I'll throw that out over the fence. And that'll be another video, so you can keep on laughing. But once it's finished, I'll be happy with it. That's my goal. Take all these pieces out. I'll reuse these. You know, the work you put into certain things, you get a return out of the chickens. So keep happy chicken, happy owner. They give me eggs, I eat. It's a win-win. And for the work that I'm doing, for me, it's worth it. I take my time. I have health issues, so I get short of breath. And my feet, since I broke my toes, it's hard for me to walk. So I take a lot of breaks. That's why I don't make a lot of long videos, but I'm going to make this one pretty long video. And I get people to help me out. And if anybody comments that I need a mask, you're right. You're 100% correct. But because I live here in the desert, it doesn't bother me when these winds start kicking. Okay. This is cleared. this is all cleared. I'm going to come and turn the camera around so you can see just one more piece that I need to do, which is by the entrance. I have to be careful walking because I'll trip. And then I'll be like that lady on the commercial, I fall and I can't get up. Yep. Okay, that's that little piece that I had. Now everything is all dirt. That takes time. But I keep pushing through. I push as hard as I can. Now this is the, how do you call it? The doghouse. I'm going to throw it over. As a matter of fact, let me do this now, so I don't have to make another video on it. I want you to see step by step. I'm not going to fast forward anything. This is in real time. So Isa and Luna are here trying to investigate and be my supervisor. Da-da, da-da-da. Okay, that's what I'm going to do for today. The next thing is trying to level out this ground and think of plans how to make it accessible for myself, for my height. That's 7 foot tall. I'm 6'3", and it takes a lot of planning. And my planning, I used to write it down on a piece of paper. It's just every night I relive what I've done, and then I alter it again, so I can make my adjustments that way. And I'll think things through. I'll see some of your comments, and I might incorporate some of them. I don't give names out. I don't have your permission. So, but I really appreciate the comments and ideas that I get from everyone. I have the community helping me. This is about enough for me for today because I am beat. I'm already beat. Feeding the animals, the dogs, doing electrical, doing my heating system. It takes a lot out of a person. It takes a lot out of me. But I will not stop. That's just the way I am. I need to keep moving forward. That's what roosters do. They take care of his girls, my hens. And I'm the top dog, the top rooster, and the top buck, my male goat. So let me go out again. I keep kicking this, how do you call it? Tripod. So this is all the stuff that I've taken out just now. Doesn't look like much. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it went relatively fast. So everything on the inside is cleared out. Again, you saw how I went from that to this. And then I'm adjusting these doors. I'm going to make them even, straight. I'm going to put metal across it, make a better lock. And from this point right here, out this way, let me step out further, maybe to the middle of that trailer. This whole space where my first idea was to put a bathroom in here. It's going to be a feed storage with a sink in it. Everything I have to keep concentrating because all my water's on this side. And I'll run the pipes underneath. It's short distance, less money to spend. I get a little pump, use it for my sink. I have to wash my hands and stuff like that. And I'll have my cans and my feed in here. And I'll also be able to store my bales of hay. Now, I like this hay. This is coastal grass. There's about 20 bales in there. But it's not as nutritious as those bales. That's alfalfa. This is a treat for them, for the chickens, and for the goats. So I use a lot of that for the goats, use a little bit of that, and then I give them the feed that's over here. The dog feed is all the way back there. My other dogs, their feed is inside. And to get all that feed, and even the cat that's right there, I've got to walk all the way out there to the container to get my feed. This is why I'm going through what I'm going through now. Make life a little easier now. I'd rather work hard. Now, God gives me a sunny day. The cold days, I slow up. I can't do it. If it's too hot, I slow up. But I keep doing a little bit at a time. I still have to do the outside of the fence and the inside of the fence of the dog pen to put the dirt in. So I still have to work from all the way out there where I'm building the pond, taking that dirt and putting it here on the edges. So you can see the last time, I think it was all the way out there, I have this all covered up. This looks pretty sharp. I love it. And then where the dogs are lying down, those slats right there, I'm going to put just like a windbreaker so they don't get all that dust. They run around. They're having a good time. They got a little poop in the corner. I pick that up every day. So it's a nonstop job. I prepare the goat's pen. They're laying down. The one that's not the dark one, that's the male. But the other one, that's Cleopatra. Not Cleopatra, Juliet. Juliet is the one that's right over there, laying down by the feeder, by the hay feeder. She's ready to give birth. Once that's done, I'll film that so you can see it. But you can see how this turned out. This turned out real well. I could open it up and then close it back up. I've already taken the girls out. My Luna is sitting right there or lying down, sleeping. My Maggie's here, and this one, she's nonstop. She's always running around. But again, like, subscribe, check out my links. If you could support this channel, I would appreciate it. It makes it easier for me to do things. I need equipment, you know, it's too expensive. Check out my Amazon links or link. I put new stuff instead of getting spray paint to paint those totes for water so the sun doesn't turn it green with algae. Someone told me that they have these covers, black covers, that prevents light from coming in, and you zipper it up, and that'll be a lot easier. They're about $20, $22 to put them on all these water containers. I have more water containers right there. There's 2 there. There's 5 here. So I have to put that all together. So I treat my water so when I could drink it, the goats can drink it, the dogs could drink it. We don't get sick. I've been doing this for quite a while. I haven't gotten sick from the water. No upset stomach. It's not like going to another country and then you drink their water and you get sick from it. And the old pen that I have The plastic pallet that you see right there, that's all coming to this one. And the wooden box that's behind it right there is going to stay there. That'll be for storage for, I guess, my gas. Keep it close enough. That way I don't have to leave it out in the sun. It's a plan. It's a process. It's a process that I have to keep adjusting at all times. So again, thank you for watching. Remember what you see out of your eyes. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. Whatever you see out of your eyes, people, animals, you can't change that. You could change. The only thing you could do is how you handle things. And that's the God's honest truth. I can't adjust to, I can't handle, how do you call it? The weather, the fluctuation of the weather. Too cold, and 20 minutes later it's too hot, and then it gets cold again, then the sand comes in, then no rain. I can't change that, but I could change how I prepare, how I handle things to continue to my next step. What I need to do is just take care of my health. I've been feeling a little slower than normal, but I think it's because it's due to the change, and next month is going to be daylight savings times. So all that plays a part on the human body. Again, thank you very much for watching. And from the bottom of my heart again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.